JD Cap 26 here, tips and repairs, and we're going to show you how to clean an airbrush. This is a Grex airbrush XTS, and some of the tools here you're going to use. We're going to do a simple one. You want a pair of pliers with some padded tape on them. Wrap some tape around, electrical tape around the pliers. You want one tissue and a pipette, scrubbing pipe cleaners, and a bottle of acetone like this, and a stretched out spew or a wire thin enough to fit into the nozzle. So let's get started here. You want to take off this cover right here and just put that to the side. Okay. And this part right here, put it to the side. And this high part is always towards the back. Okay, so we're not going to bother with the back cap. Okay, so you just unscrew the back cap and you do that clockwise. It comes off like that. Put it off to the side like that. Then you want to unscrew the needle. Okay, and so you unscrew this part right here clockwise, and you pull the needle out. See, it's kind of getting stuck in there. That's where you need the padded pliers. So just grip it. Like that, pull it out. Don't bend your needle. What you're going to do is we're going to put a little from the bottle, some acetone, and you're going to wipe the needle with the acetone like that. And so you want to put this, you want to keep this knob off, put it off to the side. Okay. Next, with the wrench, take the wrench, you're going to take this part off right here, the back, the inner spring tension. Okay, and that wrench fits over like that. You just unloosen it like that, and you unscrew it like this. It's hard to see, I know, I'm sorry, but that's going to pop out. That's all one unit with a spring inside there. Put it off to the side. You don't really need to clean that. Really, stuff doesn't really get in there. So next, you're going to pull your trigger out and try to keep it in the same orientation, and just lay it down like that. So it's in the same orientation. Take the cup off, unscrew the cup. If the cup is dirty, you might want to include it in your sonic cleaner. I have a sonic cleaner, which is a good thing to use, and you want to put that in the sonic cleaner to wash. The trigger you don't really have to wash unless you have to wipe it down. So we got the needle out. You unscrew this nozzle part. This is magnetic right here, so you can unscrew the whole thing at one time. Okay, like that. Again, you're going clockwise, and this will need cleaning. So that's one of the parts need cleaning. You could drop it in the sonic clean, but you could soak it just in like acetone. And now you have the little needle nozzle. Okay, so with the wrench, you go use this end right here. You slip it over the nozzle, and you just unlock it like that. And you use your tips of your fingers, and you just go in there and unscrew it. Usually what I do is I'll unscrew it with my fingers, and then I'll drop it in the acetone bottle. I'll uncover it, drop it in the acetone bottle for about 5 minutes, then I'll retrieve it with a pair of tweezers. But so that goes with the acetone bottle. Soak it out, and then after I pull it out of the acetone bottle, I'll use this little pick that I have that I made. He heated up and took a spew and heated up and just pull it out like that. and clean inside the back side like this. You pull some paint out of there. You go in there and pull the paint out, and you dunk it in acetone, pull the paint out, and wipe it on a tissue. I also have a another piece right here. This is from an Aztec kit, spray kit, the can one, and this one actually fits in there, and you can actually go in, stick it in there, and it'll clean the nozzle, so to speak. So put that off to the side. So we're still working on the body here. So unscrew the other side of the cap, or conversely, if you have the cap on this side, unscrew this cap. This cap will probably need some cleaning, so you can wipe that down with acetone, and that goes with this little pile here. Okay, this and this will be soaking in the sonic cleaner. Okay, so we have most of the stuff off, right? Okay, so now this is the airflow. You unscrew the airflow. Okay, and if you have trouble with that, you want to take your pliers and gently put them on where it's ribbed there, and hopefully unloosen it. I think I loosened it a little bit. And I got it loose. Okay, it broke. This is the first time I've unloosened this part to this airbrush. So take this and unscrew it. Okay, and don't take anything apart inside here. It looks like there's a little piece of paint in there. Just leave it off to the side. Don't put this in the sonic cleaner, and just wipe it down. So put this off to the side, a part you don't want to clean with acetone or anything like that. So basically you're left with the body, okay? And you can go in there, and I have a flashlight here, and you can look in with a flashlight and see how clean or dirty it is with the flashlight. Spray it and hold it like that, look through there like that, and that'll give you some help. And then you could put this in a sonic cleaner, or you can soak it in a dish of acetone for 5 minutes and loosen the stuff up. And then you go in with your pipe cleaner in here, and you just run your pipe cleaner in there, and with acetone. I'm doing it dry, that's okay. And when you get the pipe cleaner, it's going to be slightly dirty, dark there. This is a very clean airbrush. I cleaned it already, so you won't see any dirt. You'll know that you have achieved a clean clean body of the airbrush. You can go from the back side here and push it in and see how it comes off the front there, and just wiggle it back and forth with acetone. So let's see, let's put a little, for an example, let's put a little acetone on the pipe cleaner. I'm going to wet it down, wet the pipe cleaner down, and let's see if we can get any more dirt out of that. So I want to go from the front side and put it in there. And yeah, see, there's a little bit of dirt in there. Yeah, see, there's some, it's coming out greenish color. So you want to go in there, and you want to use, as many pipe cleaners as you can to get that, nice and clean. The buildup inside there. So switch it around, use this side. You can almost feel it sometimes. So let's get rid of that one. Let's grab another pipe cleaner if we can here. And got a short one here. Hit it with some more acetone or nail polish remover. It's if you don't know what acetone is, it's nail polish remover. And put some nail polish remover on the pipe cleaner and run it through here. That's like if you don't have a sonic cleaner, you could do this. You even want to do this even if it's not a cleaner, because there's some residue will be left in the brush, in the body. See, it's coming out. It's got not too bad. It's got some dirt in there. This ensures that your needle doesn't get stuck in there, like it was stuck a little bit. Not too bad. So this is how you clean, clean the body only. And there's if you go to the Grex website and find the model of your airbrush, you'll find a schematic in PDF file, and you can print it out so you know how to put your airbrush back together. And we're not going to do that. I'll do that after the video, but it's not too hard to put back. If you want me, I'll show you if you want to see me do that. So you just work it back and forth. You can actually pull it right through like that. And I would say that's a pretty good airbrush. You could take a Q-tip, go in there, clean the chamber where it goes in, pull it out. There's nothing much on there really. So use as many pipe cleaners as you need to clean that chamber. And then so you're after you sonic clean it and you wipe it out with the pipe cleaners, you've got your clean barrel. See that airflow valve in there? You don't want to lose that. They say take it out, and but I'm a little skeptical about taking that out. I see a little pipe cleaner in here. You can take it out and pop it out, but then you have to put it back in, and that's you have to have it in a certain orientation. So if it comes out, then you'll have to put it back in and look on the schematic. So you have your valve here, which you didn't clean in the sonic cleaner, and you just put it back on there, and it's got a gasket. See the gasket on there? There's a black gasket. Just screw it back on, and I would say finger tight is fine, and you've got everything clean here. So this goes on, for me, on this side of the airbrush. This is the block off, because it's an ambidextrous type of airbrush. You can set the paint pot on either side, and you take this and you put your put a little acetone on this piece of tissue here and wipe the needle several times. See how there's stuff on there? So there was some stuff on there, and even on the tip you can feel it at the end. There's some crud on the tip. So just wipe it several times and put that down. So let's put this part on, and this goes. We got to put in this part. It's got that notch in there, and this goes in like that. So you drop it in. Like this. it's got to bounce up and down on that. And then you screw this part in here. Screw this in. And make, that needle's got to go through this part, this part, this part, and then through here. So then you see it. You see how it goes back like that. So then you take your needle with the pointed side. On this side, there's 2 notches, 3 notches on the end of the needle stamped in there. You can indicate 3mm needle. You slip it in. Make sure you have it in that part because you don't want to pinch yourself with the needle. And since we don't have the nozzle on there, it's going to go all the way through. Okay, so pull it back, and you've cleaned your nozzle already, assuming you've cleaned your nozzle. Screw your nozzle on like that with your fingers. Screw it on as much as it will go. Take your little wrench and just tighten it. Don't over tighten it. You'll break the threads in there. If you break the threads in here, then you have to get a whole new body. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Put your nozzle back on. Okay, this part right here. Okay, like that. Then slip your needle in till it stops. And you want this part, and this part goes in like this, like that. You can check after you put the needle in if it's coming out the tip. Take this part off the magnet and just see if it's, I can see the needle. See the needle right there going up and down? See it right there? So it is going through and coming through the other side. Put the magnet back on. Okay, so yeah, this airbrush pretty much, completed in assembly. And put your paint cup back on. You can clean that with pipe cleaners and other things to get it clean. You screw it on here. It's going to physically screw on. Okay, and you just like that, turn it around, and then orientate it to the top like this, and then see this nut right here? Hold the paint pot and tighten it down. Okay, and orientate it so it's straight up and down like that. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So put the little rubber thing back on here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And the back sleeve, there's a hole inside. There's another pipe inside there, we'll say. And if you because it actuates with this right here, you have to make sure you put it on straight until it gets in that other pipe. And see, we did get it the first time. Sometimes you have to fool with it. If you're on an angle, if it's canted down or up, make sure you just put it on straight like that. Put your rubber piece on the bottom. And I think I have it in the wrong orientation here. It goes like this. Like that. These thumb parts are always towards the front when you put that on. Always towards the front. So there it's all completed, back together. And don't let it scare you. It scared me at first. It still kind of does with that filter inside the air valve in there. I little reluctant to take this bottom piece apart here, but Don't let it be. You have to get it clean. So let's hook it up to the compressor. And put this compressor on, and I can feel some nice air coming out there. And we'll put a drop of Windex in, just a drop, and show you on. Tell it's running dry when you put your hand there. You put your hand there and you're spraying and you feel no Windex or water coming out when you're cleaning. So let's turn the compressor off. I want to tell you about this. Okay, on the end here, this is how you adjust your airbrush, okay? We're going counterclockwise, okay? Actually, we're going clockwise. Okay, so now it's all the way to home. Alright, now if you want detail painting and get in close, you're only going to crank this out like 5 times. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if your paint is the right viscosity, it'll come out and you'll be able to do some nice detail painting up close. When you get close to the object, you'll be able to do some nice detail painting. If you open it up more, say like 12 things, 12 turns, not things, I'm sorry, that's not a good word to use. You're going to get more of a broadband spray and more paint coming out. So, this way clockwise you reduce the paint. This way counterclockwise you increase the paint. Okay. This way clockwise you reduce the paint. This way you increase the paint. Okay, so always set it to home, which is that, all the way clockwise. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I leave it there. Okay, and usually it helps me very much when I do my painting. So that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is a very good airbrush. I enjoy using it, and you've seen me use it. So I've said enough, so I'm going to shut up. So please rate, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and have a wonderful day.